Live from the Republican National Convention. Allow me to gavel myself in. I'm Jake Tapper. Welcome to The Lead. And as always, hello, Cleveland. In the city where LeBron James is normally king and he literally reigns larger than life over the devoted masses, Donald Trump assumes the throne for at least a week as he hopes to paper over a vicious primary season and finally unite the Republican Party and regain the White House. He, too, wants to make Cleveland believe land and inspire those Republicans who still have misgivings about his takeover of the party of Lincoln. But even before today's programming sniffs prime time, Donald Trump could possibly get embarrassed at his own convention before it even really begins. Those never Trump forces, those gremlins, the presumptive nominee that declared dead, well, they're very close to forcing a lengthy state-by-state roll call vote on the RNC rules. We're going to keep monitoring this. We could see it play out on the floor in just minutes. As for tonight, the convention headliner is someone the Trump campaign says they thought would never be able to get to say yes to speaking in front of thousands of people here and millions watching at home. Donald Trump's wife, Melania Trump. She will step into the white hot spotlight in just a few hours. But as Republican delegations from every state in the union fill this arena, some with better seats than others, of course, Trump's task is much more than just putting on a good show. He needs to show undecided skeptics out there that he can be the strong leader to guide this country through these turbulent times. The latest evidence of the divisions fracturing the country, of course, coming just a little bit more than 24 hours ago, a gunman assassinating 3 police officers in Baton Rouge. And we'll have the latest on that continuing story in a bit.
And good evening. We are live in Cleveland, Ohio, in the arena where Donald Trump is promising an unconventional convention. To prove it, the Republicans' choice for president is breaking tradition by speaking to delegates and the nation on this, the opening night. I'm Anderson Cooper. Welcome to this special edition of AC 360. The convention has just gotten underway. The first speeches just minutes away, and Donald Trump is on the ground here in Cleveland right now. This is his big week, his big chance to present himself to America his way. Trump is expected on stage sometime after 10 Eastern tonight. He's here to introduce his wife, Melania. As you might expect, we're told he'll have more to say than just that. Melania Trump is the headline speaker tonight. She's being showcased at this convention along with Trump's children to reveal more about her husband's personal side. Now, this is a carefully planned celebration, but it was briefly sidetracked earlier today. Anti-Trump delegates tried and failed to force what could have been an embarrassing protest vote. It was a remarkable public show of some of the party's division. Here at CNN, we are watching all of this play out from a unique vantage point. I'll be here throughout the night on top of our double-decker studio. Wolf Blitzer is on the ground level. Tell us about the themes and tone of this first night. Wolf?
Anderson, right now the nation clearly is on edge after police officers were gunned down in Baton Rouge and in Dallas, and after the third terror attack in France in 18 months. Tonight, former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani and other speakers will address voters' fears about their security, driving home the night's basic theme, Make America Safe Again. There will be lighter moments as well at this unconventional convention. We're going to see an eclectic mix of Trump supporters on stage tonight, from everyday Americans to TV personalities. Speaking this hour, the Duck Dynasty star Willie Robertson and the actor Scott Baio, best known for his role in Happy Days. Jake Tapper is here with me. Jake, what is the message that the Trump campaign wants to get through on this night?
Well, the theme of his campaign is Make America Great Again, and the theme of this evening is Make America Safe Again. There are basically 3 groups of individuals speaking this evening. First, we have people talking about national security, such as Rudy Giuliani, some members of Congress who served in the military, and of course President Obama's former chief of the Defense Intelligence Agency. Then we have people who are going to talk about immigration and keeping the border safe. In addition to Senator Jeff Sessions, we'll have family members of people who have been killed by undocumented immigrants, 3 people who lost a family member, and of course the relatives of Brian Terry, the border control agent who died. And then lastly, I would call the group that I'm going to refer to now as the validators, people who are not politicians, Scott Baio, and by the way, you forgot Charles in Charge, which is a gross offense, but we'll talk about that some other time. Scott Baio, of course, Antonio Sabato Jr., Willie Robertson from Duck Dynasty, and most important, of course, the chief validator, Melania Trump.
She'll be here during the 10 p.m. Eastern hour. That's going to be a major speech. And she'll have a special person introducing her tonight.
Who could it be?
I wonder.
Who could it be?
Maybe her husband.
Perhaps.
Right now, let's take a closer look at the arena here in Cleveland, where our political team is out in force, including Chris Cuomo and Dana Bash. They're on the convention floor.